In my hand I have flint, steel and charcloth. I'm now going to light a fire using these three items, and we're going to talk about the charcloth after and how we can make it. Using a flint and steel is a very traditional way to light a fire. It's been used for over the years a great deal. So I actually might get in a bit of trouble because this was a present to my stepdad for a Father's Day gift a long time ago, and I don't know if he knows I have it, but he edits these videos, so he will now. This is actually made out of an old file. It's very hard. It's a high carbon steel, which is exactly what it wants to be. This is the flint, and it actually shaves parts of the steel off which ignite, and that's when we get these sparks. So if we take this stuff called charcloth and put it on top, there we go, it will ignite. Put it in a tinder bundle and blow. Now again, we needed a fire because what I want to talk about next is how to make that charcloth. So, briefly getting into it, you will have seen this on your kitchen shelf. It's golden syrup tin can. Bought it the other day to do this. It's going to get chucked in that fire, but first we need to fill it. Okay, so again, simply a can with a hole in the top. It doesn't have to be a can like this. People actually use, and I have used in the past, much smaller ones like a pellet tin, like the pellets that we use for air rifles. It's very simple. This is just 100% cotton. As you can see, it has dye in it. This was an old pillowcase. Might get in trouble, perhaps someone still wanted to keep it. And we're simply going to put it in. Now it does have to be 100% cotton. If there's any polyester in there, it just isn't going to work. This lid goes on, and as you can see, there's a little hole here. So what's going to happen is it's basically going to get it so hot in there that it starts to go black, like this stuff. But there'll be no oxygen, so it won't be able to ignite. This is how we make charcoal. This is just a much smaller scale. So this needs to go in the fire now. I'm probably going to wait for it just to die down a bit so I can safely get it in. And we're going to see a lot of smoke coming out of here. And then I'll explain what we do next. I'm just going to pop that there, get some adhesive around it. This really doesn't take a genius to do. It's something very simple that beginners can enjoy, or anyone, and I simply wanted to do it so that people maybe not feeling so confident in bushcraft, feel they need to be shown things, can do something easy like this and get the ball rolling. So as this heats up, we're going to see a ton of smoke coming out. Sometimes that smoke will actually ignite. Now, if you're going to, there we go, and it started. If you're going to do this at home, either on your gas hob or your electric cooker, you can actually ignite that smoke, like I said, and not smoke out your kitchen, not have to open all the windows and stuff, because of course it's a flame. So all we're going to do now is wait for that smoke to stop, and it will be ready. don't know if the camera can pick it up, but the smoke is igniting, like I said, and that roar that keeps coming out is because that smoke's ignited, so it's well on its way. On the top of the tin there, we can just see a little flame keeps flickering. That's because this has basically come to its end of its cycle now. There's no more smoke coming out, and that's a good indication that we're not far off. I'm going to leave it just a little bit longer and we'll be done. Okay, there's no more smoke coming out of this now, so it's ready to be pulled out. If you had a pair of leather gloves, you could use that. Of course, you don't want to touch this because it will be very hot. Put these two sticks here. And we're just going to pop it to one side here and leave it to cool down. Just leave it to cool down. We don't need to rush anything. Don't burn yourself. Won't take long anyway because it's only thin tin. Okay, well, I've had my lunch and given this time to cool down. I probably ate my lunch for about 20 minutes. However, I imagine this would cool off after 10. So inside, there it is, the charcloth. Let's pull a bit out. Have a little look at it. Looks pretty good. Let's test a piece. There we go. Works perfectly. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've purposely made it simple, hopefully simple to understand. There's all sorts we could get into the science of how both these things are working, but sometimes I feel we can get into just too much jargon when I could just simply tell you how to basically do it, and you could go ahead, give it a go with friends or your children, and get some good results. I'm a big believer in just correct application to true principles, and that's what I try and teach out in the woods here. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will look forward to seeing you next time.